What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So this morning I caught 272 pips trading the Dow US30. You guys can see right here. So what I want to do on this video is break down exactly what I saw and why I actually let the whole trade play out. Now, excuse me. Now, normally, I apologize. I have a little cold, so just gotta bear with me. If I do sound a little off, I'll just just slow things down so everything just makes sense. But normally, what I do in these videos is I pretty much indicate exactly in my Discord what I saw and let them know beforehand. But I did not do that with this trade. I actually entered this trade and then I put it in my Discord maybe probably about 5-6 minutes later after I was in a trade. I let them know I was in it. And then we just had a conversation. We were talking back and forth about the what we're looking for potentially for breaks, continuation, and so forth. All right, but let me actually do this. I'm gonna duplicate this page right here. I'm gonna use one for the 1 minute and one for the 15, just to make it easier, so you guys can see like what I was looking at and so forth. It was right over here. All right, so we're gonna go back and forth with that. Right now, this one is the minute time frame. This one is the 15. Right. So in the 15-minute time frame, I'm gonna go back to like literally the actual entry when I got into the position. Sorry. So looking at it right here. Now, overall, we clearly see that the higher time frame was holding, right? This right here is reversal. You go to hour time frame, you can see it more clear, an actual reversal as well. We scroll back, you can see exactly, why price came to that. And we're given signs of a pullback coming into play. Now, with that being said, and you guys can clearly see. I don't have to break that down. Now, overall, though, like with this pattern over here, more so, I was looking for if price does break, we should have no problem first breaking out of London, which was this area over here, and then once that closed, we should get to this gap. And I'm going to break down again. As I said, it's going to probably be a long video. I'm going to break down everything in full. But once we started breaking this, and it was very aggressive, I actually moved my take profit from here down to here, which is 215 on Friday. And literally, the reason why I did that because you guys can see this was a candle literally pushed to this, and after that, we started to rally back up. Now, overall, 297, as you guys can see, this is my daily take profit or daily support. Oh man, sorry, this is my daily support. But again, I said to myself, like, let me go for the actual safe take profit and anything else. All right, now anywho, as I said, back on the 15. So looking at this, right? So if you guys notice as well, I literally trade from structure to structure, controlling candle to controlling candle, and today was literally no difference. So once we had a break from this, well, once we retested this and we stayed below this, that was showing me signs that more likely price is going to drop, right? So I'm going to drop down to the minute time frame and see exactly what I saw, right? This is that same area over there, right? So if you go on a minute time frame, you can see it. We have 9 o'clock. 901 and 902. If we go to that high point right there at 901, that right there is 653. And that right there literally is this candle, which is this area here. So price came up, gave us a huge pullback, nice controlling candle. We came back to it, right? We have a retest of this, but price came up. And once we were showing that this started to hold, then that was my indication for now I needed to make sense from a candlestick perspective for me to actually go for the sell. So based off this right here, I got my entry at 926. Yeah, it was the next candle. Based off this right here, looking at everything that's going on structure-wise, we can see even on a minute time frame, right? Because at the end of the day, like every time frame has its own structure, its own support resistance, its own candlestick analysis. However, what I'm utilizing in a lower time frame is literally the reason for me to enter, right? So if we have a breaking structure on a lower time frame, more likely that would be the start of the move to go to the higher time frame reversal and so forth. And this was no different, right? So again, like as you guys can see on the 15, that right there is 650. If we go to this area, that right there is 653. So we can see exactly how this adds up to this area over here. Now, on top of that, right, this right here, when price comes back down and we show this, this is not showing signs of continuation. Why? Because this is the candle that broke out of this range. Price that came up and retested that. So, so I just need a candle to confirm that we're going to continue dropping. And it was this one right here, right? This to this back to back is not confirmation for the upside. That's showing me that price wants to drop. And then the whole thing was about just letting the shit play out. So this right here is 927. I'm just gonna like go a little quicker with when market open comes up. All right, this is market opening right here, right? So at this point, right, we can see that we have market open. We came back down, retested 565, which is here, right? I'm not going to speed up because if I go to the next candle, it's going to just show the entire thing. I'm going to wait it out. We came and retested this. Now, at this point, as long as we stay below this, we should have no problem for price to continue dropping. So that's what I was looking for. We stay below this, I should be good. If not, more likely I'm going to get stopped out. Right. So this right here is 930. And you guys can see how we came up. Even on this, right? Price came up, pushed to it, but we don't have a continuation yet. All we're doing, we're just pushing to a resistance. And I'm going to be honest. When this came out, I said to myself, damn, I might get stopped out. But once this had opened up and we started pushing down, I think once we broke past this range, I said to myself, yeah, I might be good. More likely, I just needed I needed a confirmation that we're done with this range. And again, even with this is now confirming that we're done with this range because we had to break that low. So that's 933, 934, 935. This was it. So this candle right here, this candle right here confirmed it. And this is when I went back into my Discord and we were just talking, pretty much shooting the shits about like, all right, you know what? Because I think I was in it here. I think someone else had got it. I believe this candle. I was like, if we stay below 935, we should be solid. All right. So now, as you guys can see, right? Again, I'm not going to go to 15 yet because that didn't close yet. But we can see exactly how this is playing out, right? Now, overall, right, we do have London, which is about over here, 532, right? And you guys can see we're about to get into that. And again, as long as we stay below this structure watch, we should have no problem going back down. So now we're going back to the minute time frame. This is 936, right? 937, 938, 39, 40. I'm just going to go to the 15 closes real quick. This is what 43. All right, so the 15 just closed. Now I can do this candle here. I can close that. All right, so we can see how we literally retested that, but as we still stay below this, right? So that was showing me that we're actually going to be good. And then from there, like the reason why I moved my take profit from this gap to actual 15 was this candle right here. To me, this candle at 943 was super aggressive and it was super bearish. To me, that was confirming that we are out of this range and we should have no problem not even coming up to here, but fully going back down to that candle. Excuse me. So then from there, I believe my take profit, I actually moved it. Once we broke that low, I moved it into a little above this candle. Why? Because again, like what I didn't want price to happen, because this could happen very often when you trade the Dow, right? Price can come down here, come back up to here and then continue dropping, right? So because of that, what I didn't want to get stopped out and price go in my favor. So another thing as well, like when you are in some good profit, especially when structure is broken, you want to put your stop loss in profit. You want to base it off of structure, not off of money, right? So if I base it off of money, that would me put it like right here, right? I don't want to lose more than like, let's say if we go to it that way, well, let's say about like 75% profit, some shit like that. And it's like, hey, I don't want to lose more than X amount of dollars. That's not the right way you want to go about it because majority of the time it's going to get hit. And then from there, you're going to be upset when price goes in your way. So again, trading is probability, not certainty. So even if 9 times out of 10, it might go your way, that one time it won't. But at the end of the day, it's like you got to live with it. Like I don't care if you're up 80 pips and your stop loss is like in profit 10 pips. If that's based off of structure, you have to do that. Now, if you don't want to let 80 pips go away, then to close it and you have to accept that, all right, if I close this trade, I'm closing it because I'm up 80 pips. I'm not closing because structure is telling me to close the trade. All right, so let's continue real quick. So, all right, so like this right here, 943. So if we go to the 15 and we can see how this plays out, right? Looking at everything we have going on, we have this area which is about like 540. You guys can 530. We have this one which is 453, and then lastly we have 356. So I'm just gonna make everything make sense for you guys as well. So again, 943 came. As you guys can see, price is now showing that we are still dropping. So based off of this, I'm not looking to see what it wants to do. I'm not looking to see if I'm going to get stopped out. Why? Because at that point, I'm looking to see that price is going to continue going in my favor. And you guys can see, like literally, even from that, because I stayed in the trade, as I said, until my take profit is hit. But let me continue going to it. All right, this is 949. This right here is that part. All right, so we're going to continue moving forward. And you guys can see, even from this, right? So structure-wise, right now we have a new candle break. You can see how even this candle came up. We don't have a continuation go to the upside. All we're doing is coming retesting this. This candle is like, listen, we're not done dropping. This one confirms it that we're actually going to continue going back down. And as I said, like literally, I'm gonna just put a line so it can be easy from my side as well. Right, 356 is there. So all right, so you guys can see we're going to continue dropping, and then at that point, literally we hit my take profit. After that, price started to reverse and go back up. Right, and even off of this, so if we go back to it structure-wise, right, let me just speed this up now. If we go to it structure-wise, if we look at it, and the Dow has done this plenty of time, especially last week, we went over, well, you guys go to my previous breakdowns, right? What is it going to do? If it's going to hold a certain area, We're going to come and retest a previous point of structure, support, and so forth. And today was literally just no different. So across the board, you guys can see exactly what made me stay into this trade, because there was nothing confirming to close the trade. Now, if I had some type of indication to close the trade, that would have been different. Right now, like let's say this over here. Based off this, truthfully, we have a nice engulfing right here. But even off of this, there's nothing that confirms to close the trade. So this candle right here, mainly because we came up, this one pushed us, continue down. We came up, nothing is showing me to close it yet until this one. So let's just say if I continue staying this trade and I actually took it back down to here, I would have stayed in it until we have this candle confirming that, yes, this whole shit is actually holding and price is going to reverse. Yeah, so I hope this breakdown was beneficial so you guys can see like how I use a minute time frame to add up to the 15, why I took that entry, why I held in it, and so forth. And again, guys, if you do want these on a daily, click in my bio, join my Discord at Profit Society, where we do breakdowns, live trades, and so forth on a daily basis. And added to that, like, you got to keep trading simple, guys. Like, if you have your strategy, you have everything set, do the same thing over and over and over and over and over. Even if you have losses, just keep doing it. You do that over and over, and it's going to work out in your favor. But if you're just someone who you're just forcing trades, it's not going to happen. It's not going to go your way, right? Just like the whole thing goes. Like, if you're forcing a fart, more likely it's going to be shit. In trading, is no difference. All right, guys, take care. See you next video.